What if I told you that the future king of Spain once shot and killed his own brother? This isn't a movie. This isn't a rumor. This is real. In 1956, a single gunshot echoed through a royal villa. A young boy lay dead. And the shooter? His own brother, Prince Juan Carlos. Was it an accident? A cover-up? Or something far more sinister? This is the royal tragedy Spain tried to forget. Like and subscribe before we continue the royal untold story. Let's rewind to the 1950s. Spain was under the dictatorship of General Francisco Franco. The monarchy had been exiled for years. But Franco had a plan. He wanted a king. And his eyes were set on a young prince, Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos and his younger brother Alfonso were growing up in exile in Portugal. The royal family lived in a peaceful villa near Estoril. Two brothers, barely teenagers, inseparable. But everything changed on Holy Thursday, March 29, 1956. That evening, something strange happened inside the villa. The official story? Juan Carlos and Alfonso were playing when a gun went off. The result? 14-year-old Alfonso was shot in the forehead. He died instantly. Let that sink in. A royal prince killed inside the family home by his own brother. But the most disturbing part? What came next? The Spanish press barely covered it. One brief report said, while cleaning a revolver, a shot was fired accidentally. That's it. No investigation. No trial. No photos of the scene. The royal family released a one-sentence statement. Just hours later, Alfonso was buried. It was over. Or so they thought. But let's look closer. Many began asking, where did the gun come from? Why were two children handling a loaded weapon? Some sources claimed the revolver belonged to their father, Don Juan. Others said Juan Carlos had brought it back from a military school. Here's the thing. Juan Carlos had just returned home for the Easter holiday. He was trained in weapon safety. And yet, somehow, his little brother ended up dead. Eyewitnesses say that the family was in shock. Queen Maria de las Mercedes fainted. Don Juan furious. But no one ever publicly blamed Juan Carlos. Not even in private letters. Not in interviews. Some believe Franco's regime silenced the scandal. Because Juan Carlos was their golden boy, chosen one to become king. A scandal like this could ruin everything. So they buried the truth with Alfonso. Let's talk about the moment of the shooting. Accounts say Juan Carlos and Alfonso were in the bedroom. Some say Alfonso was holding the revolver. Others say Juan Carlos was showing him how it worked. Suddenly, bang! The bullet hit Alfonso right between the eyes. Imagine the silence after that shot. A royal home filled with screams. Blood on the marble floor. A lifeless body just 14 years old. And a brother staring in shock at what he had done. Despite everything, the plan didn't change. Juan Carlos was still groomed to be king. The shooting was never spoken of again, officially. Fast forward. In 1975, after Franco's death, Juan Carlos became King of Spain. The man who accidentally killed his brother was now the face of Spanish democracy. Coincidence? Or was his silence the price for the crown? as King Juan Carlos was celebrated. He helped guide Spain from dictatorship to democracy. The world praised him. Spaniards loved him. But behind every smile, was there guilt? Regret? A memory he could never escape? Juan Carlos never spoke publicly about that night. Not once. Not even when he abdicated in disgrace in 2014. Not even when questioned about royal scandals later in life. The silence is deafening. And what about Alfonso, the forgotten prince? His life cut short. No memorials. No documentaries. Just a gravestone in a quiet cemetery. What kind of justice is that? Was he just an accident? A royal footnote? Or the victim of a cover-up that protected a crown? It's been nearly 70 years since that shot was fired. And yet, questions still haunt the Spanish royal legacy. What really happened in that villa on March 29, 1956? Why was the investigation so brief? And most importantly, should a future king be forgiven for killing his own brother? Was it a tragic accident, or a royal secret too dangerous to uncover? Let us know what you believe in the comments below. Was justice served? Or was a life traded for a crown? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, 'cause some stories are too dark to stay buried.